Hey guys, how you all doing? The Wrestling Guy back here today, joined by the chairman of the board. And as it's Wrestlemania coming up, we are going to be going through each Wrestlemania match, talking about whether we're hot or cold on it, and also what we predict is going to happen and who's going to win. So if you guys do go on to enjoy the video, hit the thumbs up button and subscribe. Stu, I'm going to hand over to you. Let's get started with...
Okay, so we're going to... this is obviously the matches that have been announced so far. Obviously, we've still got a little bit of time left before WrestleMania, and we know what the card's like for changes.
Yeah.
So we'll have a quick look through. We're just going to talk about whether we think these are going to be good or not. Are they going to be... are we going to be Scotty too hotty on these, or are we going to be stone cold on these? So let's have a look and see what we've got. So we're going to start with night one. The announcements so far. First one, Sasha Banks versus Bianca Belair for the WWE SmackDown Women's Championship. So are you hot on this, or?
I am, if I'm honest. In a way, both women, I think, can put on a really good match in this one. I'm just struggling to decide a winner.
Yeah. I got to be honest. I'm hot on this match. I am a fan of Sasha. Kind of went off for her a little bit when she started doing some more of the good guy stuff, but she seems to be getting more of her old boss character or old heel character back out, and I'm liking that. I'm really liking that.
Yeah.
So I am hot for this one. As far as the prediction goes, very difficult to say.
Yeah.
I'd fancy Bianca's chances. I think she's a hot young talent. I think there's great potential in her as a character as well going forward. But Sasha, at the moment, she seems to be leading the women's revolution as an example. She seems to be the head of the locker room there. So I'm very 50-50 on this one. I think if I was going to pick one, toss of a coin, I'm going to say Sasha retains.
Yeah. I'm really struggling with this one. Like you say, it could be... it's very 50-50. And do you know what? Just for the sake of it, I'm going to say Bianca Belair to win the title.
Right, here we go.
So,
Our first disagreement already. So.
Yeah.
Well, I knew we were going to disagree on something. I didn't think it was going to be this early on. So, right, okay. So we're hot for the match, but we're split on opinion on here.
Yeah,
right,
let's
okay.
see what happens.
Next one then that's been announced is obviously Bobby Lashley going in as the WWE Champion against Drew McIntyre. So, are we hot for this one?
I'm very hot for this one.
Loving this match.
I'm very hot for this one. Love Bobby Lashley, love Drew McIntyre. The Hurt Business stuff at the minute is just incredible. If I'm honest, I really am liking it. Drew McIntyre was an absolutely fantastic WWE champion. Gave the belt so much prestige and so much worth. And I think this could be a fantastic match.
I think this one could be, in my opinion, I reckon this is going to be the match for night one, in my opinion. Two powerhouses, and I'm a fan of the athletic skills and the lucha libre styles, things like that. But sometimes there's nothing better than seeing two big muscle guys going head to head in the main event. To me, this speaks back to like the years of like Hogan and Warrior, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So Drew at the moment, fantastic. He's been carrying the company through what they're calling the Performance Center era. He was really good as a champion. Really developed his character. Really got some great build behind him. You could tell people were getting into him. Bobby Lashley, since he's been back. Faltered at the start, joined up with MVP, got the Hurt Business going. Fantastic stuff that he's doing now. He looks like a wrestling machine. He is a great champion at the moment. He's only had it for a short space of time, but I think he carries it well. Can't wait to see what they're going to do with him going forward. I think this is the Bobby Lashley era. So on this one, I'm very hot for the match. If I'm going to pick a winner, I'm going to go with Bobby. I'm going to stick with Bobby Lashley. I think he's going to keep it.
So we've had our first disagreement, and now we're going to have a first agreement, because I'm also going to say Bobby Lashley as well. Like I say, Drew was a fantastic champion.
Yep.
Still going to be an absolutely fantastic match. I cannot wait for that one. But I am going to say for Bobby Lashley to retain.
Yeah, I can see Bobby carrying the belt for a while. I can see there's some great potential there. Rumours running around that maybe Brock Lesnar might come back. Maybe do a Bobby and Lesnar. Maybe something like SummerSlam, something like that. I'd buy a ticket for that. That definitely. So we'll be well up for that. So, yeah, I got Bobby down as my pick for that one. So, right, next one on the list. Okay. I don't believe I'm saying this one. So we have Bad Bunny with Damian Priest in his corner versus The Miz with John Morrison in his corner. Now, originally this was... a lot of rumours were going around that this was going to be a tag match, but at the moment they're currently announcing it as a singles match. So, are we hot for this or not?
If I'm honest, I'm pretty ice cold for this match.
I am stone cold on this one. I am not interested. And it's a real shame because I love The Miz. I think The Miz is awesome, to coin his catchphrase. I think what he's done for the company is amazing. I think that starting off from the guy that everybody was kicking out of the locker room, the reality TV star that nobody liked, he's worked his butt off to get to where he is. And I've got nothing but respect and nothing but kudos for the guy for doing that. I think he is great. He might not be the best wrestler in the ring, but when he's on the mic, you listen. When he's got a title, he makes it mean something. Like the times that he's carried the Intercontinental title and given it some
definitely
relevance has been brilliant. So I know Miz he's a company guy. I know that he will do whatever the company asks him to do, and I know that he will put in 100% for it. We've seen it in the past. We've seen the stuff that he's done. He's the guy that's prepared to be stripped off of his suit or whatever. He's prepared to make an idiot of himself in the ring or whatever. Absolutely fantastic. However, I'm not buying this. I'm not interested in seeing him wrestle Bad Bunny. And the one thing that really niggles me, that really does get my goat, is that every time that WrestleMania comes round, there's the opportunity for the undercard wrestlers, the guys that have been scratching and crawling and working their way through the companies for years to try and get that spot at WrestleMania, and it goes to another non-wrestler. And I don't like that. I know that they're doing it to get mainstream marketing. I know that they're doing it to try and get fans outside of wrestling to watch the program, but I just don't like it. I would rather see Miz and Ricochet, Miz and Aleister Black, Miz and Keith Lee, Miz and anybody else, an actual wrestling match. This, I can just see it's just going to be choreographed stunt work, and I'm not into it. I'm sorry, this one, no.
Yeah, I think you captured it perfectly there, if I'm honest. I mean, wasted talent, both Miz and Morrison, and Damian Priest.
Yeah.
I mean, if it does end up becoming a tag match.
But why not do Miz versus Priest?
Yeah.
That I would like to see. Damian Priest has just been moved up to Raw from NXT. Why not put him in the match?
Yeah.
And have Miz versus Priest. That would actually mean something. It would be a great push for Priest's career. No.
We have a common thing we like to say about moving people up, don't we? But that's another video.
That's for another video.
So
we're definitely stone cold on this one.
And if you had to pick a prediction, I know you don't want to, but if you had to,
as much as it pains me, and believe me, this does pain me, I think I just get the feeling that it's going to be a promotion. It's going to be a promotional thing. They're going to try and push for more viewers. So I think they're going to give it to Bad Bunny.
Yeah, I agree with you.
And I'm not happy with it. I would rather see Miz get a win, even if it's not a hugely relevant win. But I would like to see Miz get the win. But for me, I think it's going to be Bad Bunny.
Yeah, I agree.
That was a taste in the mouth.
Anyway, let's
right. Let's move away from that one because we're not happy with that one. Let's move on to the next one. So, also announced for night one, the New Day, Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods, who recently captured the Raw Tag Team titles, going up against AJ Styles and Omos. Now, what are we thinking on this one?
I'm going to say I'm hot on this one.
Yeah.
But there's a bit of a explanation behind it.
Okay.
Not happy with the fact the New Day won the Raw Tag Team titles again.
No.
At all.
No, I know that.
But at the same time, I am really interested to see what Omos is going to do.
Yes.
And I'm really interested to see what AJ Styles and Omos can do as a tag team. Because we're very much, what we can see at the minute is Styles comes down, Omos is on the outside, has the occasional interference, but we don't see a lot from him. So I'm really interested to see what this Omos guy's all about that we see quite a lot.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with you on that one. I'm hot on this match as well.
Yeah.
Part of the reason is that we know that the New Day can put together good tag team matches. We've seen what they've done in the past with the Usos. So I think there's every potential for this to be a great match. AJ Styles, phenomenal. Can't say any more than that. Great wrestler. Always enjoyed watching AJ Styles. Got a feeling that his time is probably going to be coming up to an end. So he's probably looking to grab that title that he hasn't had yet, which is the tag team titles. Omos, I think, very interesting looking prospect. Rumour suggests that he's been training hard, that he's actually very athletic as well.
Okay.
So it's going to be interesting to see what he can actually do in the ring as well. With somebody like AJ Styles tutoring him, I think this has the potential to be something great. And it'd be great to see what they do with Omos going forward. So I got high hopes for this match. So I'm hot. I'm hot for this one.
I am as well. Prediction?
I'm going to go for a title change. I'm going to say Styles and Omos. I think this is the title that would cement Styles as having had the main titles. He needs the tag team one to sort of finish the set. So it'd be great to see him pick it up. And be interesting to see what Omos can do. So I'm going to go for a title change on this one. I reckon this is changing hands.
Yeah, I agree with you on that one as well. I think, like you say, it's the last one Styles needs, and I think there's some great potential going forward for Styles and Omos.
This
really interesting to see what happens.
I would have liked to have seen Styles and Omos versus the Hurt Business. I would have liked to have seen that. Cedric Alexander and Shelton Benjamin. Thought they looked great with the belts. Little bit of a short-lived title reign for him. If I'm honest, I would like to have seen it going on a bit longer. But I can see if they've done it purely to move the titles over onto the good guys, so that then Styles and Omos can win it. I can understand why they've done it. So I'm hoping that's the way it's going to go. So let's go Styles and Omos.
Yeah.
So, right. Okay. So also announced for night one, Braun Strowman versus Shane McMahon in a singles match. Where are we on this one?
If I'm honest, I'm cold on this one.
I'm going to be honest. I'm cold on this one too.
Yeah.
And I don't want to be, because I do like Braun Strowman.
Exactly.
I think that Braun Strowman is the potential to be a great superstar. I think he has everything there that he needs to be a good champion. I think he has everything that he needs to drive the company forward. They just don't seem to know how to use him. And I feel that some of the stuff that he does is for the company. Again, the same sort of thing as The Miz does. And he's letting himself do these kind of matches, like he did with the tag match with Nicholas. It's kind of, he's kind of doing his bit for the company kind of thing. I mean, it gets him a spot on the Wrestlemania card, so fair play. But you can get him a spot in front of the camera. Shane McMahon, I'm not a Shane McMahon hater. No. I know there's a lot of people out there that don't buy Shane McMahon. Okay, he's not great in the ring. Some of the stuff he does though is pretty good. That coast to coast he does is always definitely good, and he's always prepared to take those big bumps. So, but is this going to be just another Shane McMahon spot fest, or is this going to be something different? I got a feeling this is going to be another Shane McMahon spot fest. I got a feeling it's going to be Braun Strowman either throwing him off of something high, or doing something like he did before with tipping over an ambulance, that kind of stuff. So to me, I'm not buying into this one. And again, it's another spot that one of the main guys could have had. So no, cold on this one.
Yeah, me too. If I had to make a prediction, I'm going to go for Braun Strowman to win. I'm
very 50-50 on this one. I'd like Braun Strowman to win it. I'm wondering whether there's going to be a dirty underhand tactic from from Shane McMahon, sorry, because he's not because Braun doesn't seem to pick up the big wins.
Yeah.
The problem is I can see things like that damaging his career. So my heart says go Braun. My head says Shane's gonna do something. He's gonna manipulate it. He's gonna cheat out of it or whatever. There's that little connection he's had with Elias and Jackson Riker recently. So whether they're going to get involved, I don't know. So do I follow my head or do I follow my heart? I'm going to follow my heart with this one, and we'll go with Braun Strowman as well. So I'm actually going to agree with you on this one.
Yeah,
so,
but like we said, cold on this
match though.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys, but no, not doing it for me on this one.
No.
So, and then the last match that they've currently announced for night one. Cesaro versus Seth Rollins in a singles match. So where are we on this one?
I am burning hot for this one, if I'm honest.
I am literally on fire for this match. Loving
It's almost like a dream match you'd play on a video game.
Yeah.
That's how I would describe it. You've got Cesaro, one of the best in-ring athletes that the WWE have had. Seth Rollins, one of my all-time favourites. Put them together, you've got a dream match.
I think
that's all.
This is got money written all over this match. So, love Cesaro, fantastic worker in the ring, still underrated, underappreciated, but fantastic worker. Yeah. Seth Rollins, the Messiah. The stuff that he does in the ring is brilliant. His mic skills are awesome. He's going to sell you this match leading up to WrestleMania. He's going to sell it on his mic work. Everything else. When it comes to them clashing in the ring, I can see there's going to be great moves. There's going to be some high flying. There's going to be some hard hitting in there. I can see this really being a good match. So yeah, I am burning on this one. So yeah, very happy with this one.
So, prediction?
This is the hard part. I'm gonna be honest. I really want Cesaro to win this one because I think this is a launch pad opportunity for Cesaro to get himself into that upper echelon where he really should be by now. He should be up there challenging for titles and being a household name. And I think in all honesty, I think Seth Rollins is the guy to help him get up there. So I could see Seth Rollins helping him give the push. At the same time, Seth Rollins has only recently come back, so he's had all that time off. Is a lose gonna damage him? Not really, no. So, but then it's always nice to see him get a win on the big stage as well. So, I am gonna go with Cesaro though. I want Cesaro, so yeah, he's my pick.
I'm very 50-50 on this one, if I'm honest.
You're a Seth Rollins fan,
yeah, I am.
That's the thing.
And I think you know the way this one's going.
I think I know where this is going.
I am very 50-50 on this one because I like Cesaro as well. And like you say, I think the match is going to be incredible. I think we're going to have some great storytelling, great moves, great high flying, great technical wrestling. It's going to be a really good match. But on this occasion, I am going to say Seth Rollins to pick up the win for this one.
Okay.
But again, I think you're right in what you say of if anyone's going to help Cesaro get that push up to the top, Seth Rollins is the guy to do it.
Yeah.
Just really interesting to see what this match has in store for us.
This could be a sleeper hit. This one, I really think this could be. It's got potential to be something great on this one.
Yeah.
So, great. So okay, so we're kind of.
We're getting
there, aren't we? We've got a couple that we disagree on.
Yeah,
right, so that's the 6 that they've currently announced for night 1. So let's go over and have a look and see what they've currently scheduled in for night 2. So night 2, we've got Roman Reigns going in as the Universal Champion. And this is now changed to a triple threat match with Edge and Daniel Bryan being added into the mix as well. Thoughts?
Burning hot. Absolutely scorching.
Yeah.
I love the prospect of this match. I just cannot wait to see what happens. Now as a triple threat, it's made it a little bit more interesting. as if it wasn't interesting enough already.
We actually discussed this a couple of weeks ago,
Yeah.
didn't we? And I turned around at one point and said I wouldn't be surprised if they add Daniel Bryan in
Yeah.
to make it a triple threat. My reason behind that was that I think Roman Reigns at the moment as champion, fantastic. Never been a Roman Reigns fan until he came back and did this heel turn. And loving what he's doing at the moment. Everything he's doing, brilliant. His mic work's improved. His ring skills are really coming out as well. And he's showing that side, that vicious side, which I'm really, really liking. The tribal chief character that he's playing, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Edge, great to see him come back. Obviously, the big Royal Rumble win, absolutely fantastic. Love all that. Been an Edge fan for a while, so yeah, really, really happy to see Edge get that opportunity. Edge versus Reigns as a singles match, great, no problem at all. Then suddenly you add in this third person, you add Daniel Bryan in. Now, Daniel Bryan, I like Daniel Bryan. I like Daniel Bryan a lot. However, the one problem that I do have with this match is the fact that Edge won the Royal Rumble, and now all of a sudden Daniel Bryan gets added in as a triple threat. Now, I'm kind of one of these people that if you win the Royal Rumble, you get a singles match at WrestleMania, and that's it. You don't add people into the mix. You earned that. You earned that opportunity through winning the Royal Rumble. So I don't like it when they start changing it and adding an extra person into the match. They've done it in the past, and I didn't enjoy it then. So I'm not massively happy about the fact that they have turned it into a triple threat. However, as I said to you the other day, I see the potential that if they wanted to take the title off of Reigns, then the other person can eat the pin. And then Reigns still looks strong as the tribal chief because he hasn't lost the title through being pinned. He's lost it through somebody else being pinned. So they can carry on that strength, that power that they've given his character. If Edge takes the title, then obviously he can pin Daniel Bryan, as Daniel Bryan can obviously pin Edge or whatever. It also brings up the question as to whether they're trying to protect Edge, whether Edge isn't as fully fit as we'd like to think that he is. There's also the fact that Daniel Bryan is saying that this might be his last WrestleMania opportunity. Yeah. So there's a lot of different factors being weighed up in this match. However, I am very hot for this match. I do like the sound of this match. I think you've got three of probably the best performers on SmackDown at the moment. So I think there's great potential in there. So yeah, very hot for this match. Can I pick a winner? Oh, that's going to be a bit trickier. I can see them doing what I said. See them maybe Reigns will drop the title, but without taking the pin, so he keeps his character looking strong. It's going to be a close one. I'm going to say purely for feels, purely because I want to feel that feeling at the end of the night. I'm going to go Edge. I just can see the eruption of Edge winning it. The fans will be happy, even if he only holds it for a short space of time. So I'm going to go Edge.
I completely agree with you. It's going to be a close one, and like you say, there's so many different factors that could tip any of those guys to a win. But I am going to say Edge for this one as well. I think this could be a really good match, and interesting to see what happens.
I think this will be great.
Yeah.
I think this will be a great match. So, right, okay, the next one announced for night 2. Asuka going in as the WWE Raw Women's Champion, going up against Rhea Ripley. Now, you already know how I feel about this one.
Yes.
So I am absolutely burning for this. Out of the whole of WrestleMania, this is the match that I want to see. I didn't realise until they announced this match how much I really want this match. This has got everything. Is just brilliant with this match. I love Asuka. Asuka is absolutely fantastic. She's done some phenomenal stuff. Brilliant. Rhea Ripley, I am such a huge Rhea Ripley fan. Her look, her style, her wrestling. She's different. She's not just one of these blondes that they bring out. She's got a totally different look, totally different style. Absolutely love her. Think she's absolutely brilliant. I want this match so badly. I will be tuning in for this one, definitely.
Just to clarify, you're hot on this one.
I am absolutely. You can see the smoke coming off there. Yeah.
don't really know what else to say, if I'm honest. I mean,
I know you agree with me.
Yeah, I do agree with you.
agree with me.
Yeah,
on this
you already
one,
know I'm
so,
hot on this one as well. Same as you, absolutely big fan of Rhea Ripley. Again, something different. She was brilliant in NXT. Was a bit concerned when they said they were going to move her up to Raw, but then it's kind of
that's for another video.
Yeah. I'm glad they did. I mean, now that this is coming out, I'm glad that they did do that.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the rumours have suggested it was going to be Asuka and Charlotte, which we've had previously. Obviously, they said that Charlotte's had a positive COVID test, which is bad news for her. Wish her all the very best. But this is a great replacement. Absolutely perfect. I'm ready for this. I'm ready for this match.
Yeah, and I think it could be a WrestleMania show stealer.
I think this could be the stealer for both nights. Yeah, potentially.
Definitely.
I think this could be definitely the stealer for night 2. Yeah. But this could be the stealer for the whole weekend in general. I'm hot for this match.
And it's like you say, it's one of those matches where you would never think about it, would you?
No.
It wouldn't even go in your head.
And then as soon as they announced it, I'm like, oh my god, I want this match. I want this match so badly. So
now I'm going to put you on the spot and say prediction.
I want Rhea. I want Rhea Ripley to win. I just think she's great. I think this would be a massive boost for her coming up from NXT. Obviously, she had the women's title in NXT, dropped that, came over, worried a little bit that nothing was happening with her. Obviously, she went off, she's come back, she's ready. What a way to come back as well, to come back straight into a match at WrestleMania. I say the look, the style, the appeal, the way that she wrestles. Absolutely love her. So I'm Rhea Ripley all the way on this one. So, and I think Asuka's been great as a champion, but I think there's the opportunity for us to see some potential new rivalries if Rhea takes the belt. I'm interested to see what they're going to do with Peyton Royce coming forward after that segment she did on Raw Talk where she spoke with her heart. Thought that was absolutely fantastic. By the way, I would have been happy with Asuka versus Peyton Royce because I like Peyton Royce as well. So I'd be interested to see what they do there going forward. I think there's the potential there for a Rhea Ripley Charlotte Flair rematch. There's so many different potentials that go through on there, but I want to see Rhea take that gold. And what a moment that would be for her. So yeah, I'm down for Rhea. So
yeah, I think I'm gonna have to say the same. I mean, I'm a big Rhea Ripley fan. And I think, like you say, it could just be a fantastic moment if she can capture the gold. Yep. But again, Asuka's been a fantastic champion, and this is going to be a show-stealing match. I
think Rhea Ripley's the future for the women's industry. I think they've over the last few years they've relied so much on the 4 horsewomen and Asuka to carry the women's division through. But I think now we need to see a fresh face holding a title, and I'm really hoping it's going to be Rhea Ripley. So good luck, Rhea.
Yeah.
So right. Okay. So next one on this one, the Fiend Bray Wyatt is back against Randy Orton. No surprises there really for that match. So where are we standing on this one?
If I'm honest, I'm struggling with this one.
I've got to be honest, I'm lukewarm on this one.
Yeah.
I can't really go hot. I can't really go cold on this one. I'm in the middle.
Same kind of. My worry is it's going to be a Firefly Funhouse one like they did last WrestleMania.
Yeah, which wasn't great. The cinematic matches have not been brilliant. I would think the only exception to that really for me is the Boneyard match, which I thought was wonderful. Loved the Boneyard match.
If it's a singles match, I think it could be good. Mm-hmm. Big fan of Wharton. The Fiend as well is fantastic. I really don't know where I stand on this one. Okay. If I'm honest, like you say, very lukewarm.
I'm lukewarm on this one.
Yeah.
I'm kind of. We've done this match. We've done this match a few times already.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that if this is if this match is on for WrestleMania, I'm hoping this will be the close to this feud. It's been a good feud. I've been enjoying it.
Definitely.
There's been some good stuff in there. I like the Fiend character. Very creepy. There's something a bit more adult about it as well. It's a bit more visceral about it. Liking that. Orton. Orton. At the moment, I think Orton over the last year or so has been doing some of his best stuff. His reactions, the way he works with the camera, things like that, wonderful stuff. He's been doing some brilliant stuff. But I think this is a feud that needs to come to an end, and really should come to an end at WrestleMania. I think if you're going to finish it off, that's going to be the time to do it. So yeah, I'm very kind of lukewarm on this one. Again, depending on whether they decided it was going to be a normal match, or whether they're going to get back to the Firefly Funhouse. But I think a lot of that's also going to depend on what they're doing in terms of an audience. Because obviously, if you're buying tickets to go to a show, you don't want to be sat watching a 20-minute match on a big screen. You want to be watching it in the ring. So I'm very kind of on this one at the moment. So
if you had to pick a winner,
if they're going to finish the feud, then I think it has to be the Fiend, and maybe take Orton out off screen for a while. But then I'm also wondering what they're going to be doing with Alexa Bliss.
Yeah, definitely.
I think Alexa Bliss is doing some amazing work on this. She's really worked the character so well. Really enjoying watching her. My worry is going to be that when these things sort of come to an end, what are they going to do with her after that? Don't know. But I think this one does need to come to an end. So I'm going to put my money on the Fiend, take Orton out for a little bit, give him a bit of rest. He's been working hard over the last year, especially through all this tough time. So do that. Maybe Orton can just go off screen for a bit, do a bit of mentoring or whatever, help some of the younger guys up. But yeah, I'm going to go Fiend.
I agree with you, actually. It's very hard for me to sort of pick a definitive winner because I'm not sure which way they're going to go with it. But like you say, if they're going to end the rivalry, Fiend's got to win.
Yeah.
And like you say, Orton deserves some time off because during lockdown he's been
he's been out there for a good year. So the same with Drew. There's been sort of a couple of constants there at the moment that have really worked their way through for a difficult period. So
definitely.
But yeah, maybe worth taking them off for a little bit. Right. Also on night 2 we have Big E, the Intercontinental Champion, defending the title against Apollo Crews. How are we on this one?
I'm hot for this one, if I'm honest. Big fan of Big E, since he's won the belt. Wasn't a huge fan when he was in the New Day, to be honest, but liking the stuff he's doing, he's slowly starting to get a bit more of his old character back.
Love him to go back to his old, the old Big E Langston character in NXT.
Yeah. And if I'm honest, I know we haven't talked about this much, really, really interested to see what they do with this new Apollo.
Liking the new Apollo. I think this has been long in the making. I think maybe they could have kicked this off a little while ago, but I think Apollo's been struggling on the mid card and lower card for quite a while. This is the boost that his character needs. Great opponent for him to go in with as well, Big E. Should he be going for a title this early on after the heel change? I don't know. I think maybe they should have built his character up a little bit. Maybe left this till SummerSlam. Maybe give him some wins over some of the other guys, just to prove his viciousness, prove his worth, and give him the rise up to the title that way. I like a little bit of slow build. Sometimes there's never anything wrong with doing a little bit of slow build. So chucking him in this early with Big E for the title, not brilliant, but what a great opponent to have though, Big E. So I think there's potential there for a good match. I'm hot on this one. I think this has got the makings of this is again. I think this same as with the Cesaro and Seth Rollins ones. I think this one has the potential to be the making of Apollo. Yeah,
definitely.
But then also I think if Big E did drop the title, I could see Big E maybe heading up higher for the big one.
Potentially.
I could see the potential in that as well. So hot on this one. Prediction wise, difficult to say. Maybe Big E keeps it. Maybe they have a rematch again further on down the line. I'm going to say Big E's going to retain this one.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't be surprised if Apollo picks it up later on down the line, maybe in a month or so. But yeah, I could see Big E picking up the win at WrestleMania.
Yeah, I think it's going to be Big E as well. Like you say, I think a bit earlier on in the heel change for Apollo to really pick up the title yet. If they do that, then it's going to be very similar to what they did with The Fiend. I think The Fiend picked up the belt too early on when they did that character. Yeah. So my worry is that they're going to do that again. But we'll see what happens. Still think it's going to be a great match. But yeah, I'm going to say Big E to retain the title.
Yeah. I say there's nothing wrong with slow building on a storyline, and sometimes I think you need that to establish the character.
Yeah.
I think Apollo's just they're going with Apollo slightly too early. I said this has the potential to be a good SummerSlam match.
Definitely.
Might just be a little bit early for WrestleMania, but but we'll see how it goes. But it's just got the potential to still be a good match. So I'm happy with that. Last one that they've announced on here so far for night 2, Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn. How are you feeling on that one?
Not feeling it, to be honest.
No?
And my reasoning behind it is Sami Zayn, I think the character that he's doing at the minute is brilliant. I really like the Sami Zayn stuff that we're seeing at the minute. If I'm honest, I think I would have preferred to have seen him go for the IC title. I know obviously he dropped the belt, but I would have liked to have seen something after that, not just completely scrap that and let's move on to something else. Kevin Owens, I like Kevin Owens. Never been a huge fan of Kevin's, but I like his work. Again, kind of just dropped the fact that he was doing that rivalry of Roman Reigns. So I don't know. I mean, it could be a good match, but I feel like we've seen it too many times before.
Yeah.
And are we going to see anything different? Maybe, maybe not. But yeah, I suppose we'll see what happens.
Yeah. I mean, Owens and Zayn have put on some great matches in the past together. So we know that there's the potential to be something good there. I've got to agree with you, and I never actually thought about it, but I've got to agree with you. Yeah, I would have liked to have seen Sami Zayn going for the IC belt against Big E. They kind of dropped that whole angle, and they're kind of basing it all on this that he feels like he's being persecuted. He feels like the WWE are against him. And then he seems to have taken his focus away from the thing that he was actually fighting for, and instead focusing back on his old friend Kevin Owens. Interesting that the dynamic is round the opposite way this time. There's that Kevin Owens will be going in as the good guy and Sami Zayn going in as the heel. I think that's a slightly different dynamic on it. I think there's potential there for it to be a good match. Again, as you said, Kevin Owens seems to have suddenly dropped the interest in going for the main title to focus on, which I always kind of puzzles me when they do that. It's like when you're a wrestler, you're fighting through the company, your focus should be on the big prize. It should always be on the big prize. When people go for the big prize and then suddenly get distracted away from it, it kind of throws me off. Same thing as they did with Kofi Kingston. Kofi had the title, he lost the title, and then he went straight back to being in the New Day when really you would have liked to have seen him get a rematch, or you'd like to have seen him trying to go back for that title again. So I always get a little bit when they do that. I'm never really sure how they're working it with that. So, but I'm gonna say that I think this match has the potential to be something good though. So I'm not massively hot on it, but I'm not cold on it. So I'm gonna say I'm sort of hotish on it. I think this has the potential to be a good match. Depending on what they're going to do.
Yeah, I think it all depends on what they're going to do. And like you say, interesting dynamic. The fact that the roles have been reversed.
The roles have been reversed this time.
But great point, like you said about them changing their focuses.
Yeah.
If I'm honest, it's a little bit. But like you say, could be still a fantastic match. Yeah. If I had to pick a winner, like I said, it all depends on what they're planning. But I'm going to say Kevin Owens.
Ooh, okay. I'm going to say Sami Zayn.
Ooh.
I'm actually going to go the other way on this one. I think Sami Zayn could do with this. The character that he's doing at the moment is very good. Really enjoying it. Kind of feels like he's being hard done by.
Yeah.
the whining, the complaining, everything else. He's got that character down really, really well. So I'm really, really liking him. So I think a win would benefit him. But then at the same time, I think a win would benefit Owens as well. Owens it's kind of sort of been set adrift at the moment. He's kind of just drifting through and not really. After the matches that he had with Roman Reigns, he's kind of not really doing anything. So, kind of be interesting to see where they go after WrestleMania. But I think Zayn could do with the win. I think it would be good for his character. So I'm going to say Sami Zayn. I'm going to disagree with you. I'm going to go with Sami Zayn.
Okay, that'd be so. As an overall WrestleMania, I think it's fair to say we're both pretty hot.
I think as an overall WrestleMania, there's some heat. There's some heat in there. There's some potentially good stuff in there. Be interesting to see how they do with the crowd coming back, if they are bringing a crowd back, which at the moment is everything suggesting that they are. So that will be that'll be interesting to see how it's changed. I think the Performance Center era has been very interesting. It's been interesting to see which wrestlers have worked on their characters, which ones have picked up the opportunity and run with it. I mean, there's quite a few that have done well out of it. Drew, Bobby, Bailey. I think her character work that she's doing at the moment is fantastic. Sasha's doing some great stuff with her characters as well. So I think there are some that have picked up the ball and really run with it. I think there's others that have struggled, but I think it's been an interesting period. Bringing fans back. Hopefully will make a good difference for WrestleMania. If WrestleMania felt quiet and a bit stilted last year because of the fact that there were no fans on there. Still some good matches on there, but just didn't have that right atmosphere. So be interested to see what it's like when we get some atmosphere back
definitely.
in. So.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to WrestleMania this year. Always loved this build up to WrestleMania a couple of weeks before. It just feels it's like Christmas for a wrestling fan.
It certainly will be. And there's going to be a lot of wrestling to watch. Bear in mind they're also going to be doing 2 nights of NXT. You've got the Hall of Fame. You've still got all your Raws and your SmackDowns and everything else going on as well. So it's going to be a lot of wrestling to watch. So.
Oh, what a hardship. What a hardship. So really hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hit the thumbs up button and subscribe if you did. And let us know down below your predictions. It'd be really interesting to see if you agree.
Yeah, see if you agree with me or...
if you're hot or cold. And yeah, I really hope you guys enjoy the show. Should be really, really good. And we'll see you in the next one. Thanks, guys.